But this doesn't actually reveal uranium. It might be slightly glitchy.
Eventually.
That this unlock uranium, but not that. That's feasible. Let's click on a resource where it is. Now that would be handy. Yeah, it would also be handy if when you selected a mine of some type, like if I select, say, water extractor, if it highlighted all the water deposits. Uranium mine's not unlocked, doesn't show levels. No, it is, because it's level 1. It doesn't show the levels when it's just level 1. Like, I can definitely put it down if there was uranium somewhere. There's a resource and depression to the west. This is chemicals. I don't know if you mean anything else. Yeah, we desperately need these maintenance facilities to come online. Oh, east. You meant east. Carbon. Yeah, that's more carbon. Yeah. Of the other west, yeah. Power is red for a bit. It'll happen when the wind goes down, but we do have tons of stored battery power. Alright. The parts problem... I think a bunch of our missions need parts. We do have more parts factories, but yeah, it's the steel limitation. Hold on. Should I just... Okay. Cancel this. You're waiting for electronics, which we do have, actually. I don't know. Maybe our bots are just way too busy. I mean, I'm sure they are actually being worked to hell. But I can't really plop down more of those. Yeah, we got to wait for a few things to finish here. The bots are just being overworked. I think I've got a few more bot things plopped down, but I also need parts, which are being worked on. Oh shit, yeah, what is happening to our drones? They must just break down naturally. And this thing does take a while. Oh, you know what? First of all, we might want more than one worker factory. Secondly, this one is being starved for inputs. That's the problem. We don't have enough bots because they're not getting built. Ah, shit. That's our problem. What's with all the yellow here? Is this people places with shortages? Maybe. It doesn't have the little arrow on here to show priorities. So let me cancel some of these priority things here. I mean, we need the food. Actually, our food is going up, which is kind of okay. I'm going to lower the priority on some of these. What we really need... Oh, there's the little arrow for the worker hub. I guess, yeah. We need this to get supplied as quickly as possible. In fact, if anything else is a high priority job, we don't want that to be on right now. Well, the maintenance over here actually kind of needs to be. Okay, there we go. Now it just needs a part, which we don't really have right now. Yeah, we stalled out our production and kind of painted ourselves into a corner here. So let me trash this one. Oh, that doesn't give us parts back. It does give us steel, though. Yeah, I'm going to cancel one of these. We need, when a part gets built, it desperately needs to go right here. Because, yeah, our workers keep going down. Oh, no! Never, yeah, this is what's screwing us right here. Because how are we going to build everything if we don't have the thing? Can I trash some other random thing that'll give me gears? Well, it's not going to be you. You're almost depleted. Oh, hold on. What is this that's off? Chemical plant. It's just turned off? Has it been off this whole time? Although... I'm gonna trash you. We'll get some steel out of it. It's gonna be okay. Water extractor over here is off. Oh, your outputs are empty. He's out of water, so we can actually just trash you completely. Yeah, we didn't queue too many things. The problem is I didn't realize that our workers were being obliterated over here. I mean, now we have too many things queued. It would have been fine if that had been okay, if that problem had been spotted earlier. What we need is a way to, like, emergency input some gears here. Say if any of these construction tasks are looking for parts, but they're not. Food factory rubble, that's fine. Does it go away eventually? I'm assuming it gets cleaned up at some point. I queued up a bunch of road construction, which was expensive, but not bad. It's just gear situation. Which makes me wonder now, is it possible, where's our parts factories, that they're not being fed enough? Yeah, see, you're not getting the material you need. And we did build a few more of those. There you go. We need steel to be delivered to the parts factories so that we get parts. There we go. Parts factory is underway. The parts have to be sent to this as quickly as possible so that we can keep up the bots. There we go. More parts being built. We got 3 of them now. I think a part just got delivered over here. Yeah, there you go. Now electronics, so it is producing workers again. We'll build a second worker factory as well, so that we'll have a backup. But yeah, now all these parts factories coming online, I didn't notice like the part deficiency. We were pretty good about other categories, but the part deficiency was catching up. We probably need electronics factories relatively soon too. And then getting just the factory tech will be good. Actually, maybe I'm going to cancel 2 of you from getting built, because instead what we'll do is we'll just we'll wait until we can upgrade you. We did cancel one special project, the polar dust one. Oh, it had some parts too. Hold on. Yeah, you're right. I thought I checked that one. I canceled one, but not the other. That'll free up a few parts temporarily. Oh my god, we've lost a worker rather than building one, because they are quite slow. I mean, this does outpace the loss of workers, although at this point we have so many that there might be more decay. I'm not going to build another worker factory quite yet, because there might just be some overall shortages. This should get us back on track. Population's still stable. We're not bringing any more people in right now, but that's okay. There's another worker, so we're at 11. Yeah, that'll fix some of this load problem that we've got. Because building more worker hubs right now would not actually help the problem. In fact, it would just make it worse. Okay, now that it is underway, I'm going to build the other worker factory over here now. Which will take up some parts, but it's going to be okay. Yeah, the prioritizing the resources in the right order would be helpful too. So now we're at 12. And you've got quite a few in storage now. You can actually store a little bit more electronics. Okay, that'll fix our worker problem. What increased the worker limit? Oh, when you just put down the worker hubs. You build a worker hub, because each worker hub can hold 1 worker, and that's it. So you build worker hubs, your limit goes up, because that's where they go. So a bunch of our worker hubs right now are empty, which is why this is going to look worse, because the zones from the functioning ones are having to get bigger and bigger to try to balance it, to try to like cover the shortfalls. Yeah, I'm not going to prioritize this building. There, you got lots of parts now, though. Maybe... Oh, there we go. The rubble finally got cleared out. I guess one of the bots has to come and actually clear out the rubble efficiently, is what has to happen. Do I cancel that one? Actually, yes. We can free those up as well. Oh, we're gonna have to get smashed over here. Ugh. Food shortage? Yeah, maybe. Mostly, I think it's probably carrying around, yeah, delivering water over here, because we've got a decent amount of water, not unlimited water. It's going to be alright. But, I mean, so colonists might leave. That's okay. Really didn't need the colony stuff. Annoying to go into negative power for a bit, but that's what our batteries are for. So, oh yeah, in engineering, I was already planning on getting the next level engineering over here, partially for the new factories, but maybe also for the fission plants so that we can unlock uranium, for example. Joe Proton, you can just watch the video. You can just watch the stream to get the core gameplay. Sorry, it's just when we can't you know, repeat the base description of the game every time someone joins the channel is the only problem. I don't want to ignore you, but also can't just go and give a full thing. It's a Martian terraforming game, and it's beautiful and it's lovely and it's a lot of fun. We do get a little stuck on the resources. Same thing happens in most of these certain types of survival games, whether we're playing RimWorld, whether we're playing Surviving Mars, anything like that. You tend to like get a bottleneck that suddenly creeps up on you. I don't like our steel shortages. That's a problem. But right now, well, actually, what I'm going to do is cancel this parts factory as well. So parts are going up now, and they're going to consume more steel maybe than we want, so I'm going to cancel that. I do still want the other worker factory. We're back up to 15 to 20 workers, which is good. I like this. I don't think we need more than one as long as one is being supplied, but I'm going to be happy to have a second one as a backup, making sure that we've got ample parts. And as we continue to expand, we're going to want more of those, and that is going to be handy. And I don't know if they, like, keep an extra worker bank. I don't think so. I think they only start building a worker when there's a shortage, which is too bad, because it would be nice if they could store a spare.
We have reached the second stage of engineering. We are making great progress.
And yeah, the highway upgrade was eating a ton of steel. I think it was still necessary. It's such a long distance, but... okay, you're fine. This thing got blown up, though, right? Yes. Do repair this maintenance facility. And that's parts factory's rubble, and that was okay. We didn't intentionally cancel that one. Water extractor here is dead, so we can scrap you. Iron mine here is dead, so we can scrap that as well. Silicon mine over here is dead, so we can scrap you, which might lead to some raw resource shortage. So I'm hoping there's like some deep mining or something available later on to deal with the fact that we're constantly going to be running low on some of these resources. Okay. I'm going to move the solar farm. So I'm going to have to wait till this is completely built before I can do that. And trash the other one, but... I mean, we've got plenty of carbon, but again, eventually they'll run out. Water over here, and water is something that is a problem. But then we're gonna have to expand to it pretty significantly. No maintenance, we'll have to look at that later. Maintenance facility here has to be rebuilt. Okay. At least these are coming back up, so the traffic's going to get a little less bad. Still not ideal, but a little less bad. We'll see what it looks like at 20 of 20, and then we might plop down some extras at that point. If anyone's curious, ever since Guillotine linked that paperclip in the beginning of the stream, I've been stuck in another tab. Yeah, the paperclip thing is very compelling. The Universal Paperclips minigame, very compelling, and I definitely encourage everyone to play through it at least once, because it actually ties in lots of aspects of science and science fiction and philosophy, and I don't know, it's pretty groovy. I could cancel this, I suppose. I mean, we are going to want to scan these areas soon, though. Anyways, we got the steel factories over here. What are you waiting for? Carbon? But you've got carbon over here. How's the traffic in this area? Pretty bad. Okay, we're almost capped out. Let's actually plan a worker hub over here. There we go. Something like that. Still have a ton of projects queued all over. $19 of 20. Still being rebuilt here too? God damn. Or maybe I just added this? Or I added it a long time ago, it never got built? That's possible. And yeah, see, we're running low on silicon. We're running low on everything. So this might be a slightly checkmated situation where you have to, like, go back to a previous situation. Silicon over there. Iron, carbon. So yeah, iron mines would be nice. But, like, what am I going to do? Keep plopping things down and then, you know, have that many more things in the queue? Yeah, I think we do have a lot of worker hubs under construction. There you go, 21. Just waiting for a piece of steel to be delivered over here. Parts are definitely okay now. Second level engineering. What I want is, I want the factory upgrade first. Like, the uranium and stuff is really good, But what we really need is our existing factories to just run a lot faster. Without having to build new ones, without having to increase the maintenance load, without having to take up more territory, which means more power, more worker hubs, etc, etc, etc. Yeah, the one food, I don't like that either. And it could be, yeah, see, it's like water deliveries, and to a certain extent, it's going to be amount of water we've got. We do have some water places queued, but... I suppose I could increase the priority, maybe, of the worker hubs. Like, maybe that's correct. Make sure they get delivered there, and then they can keep working the rest. We did check for depleted mines not that long ago. I don't think I see any depleted mines right now. Yeah, that's the hope. Like, build hubs so that, you know, reduce the load so more things get built a little faster. Steel's going up, which is good. I don't like the fact that we're about to run out of water. Need is, okay, this worker hub, and then this water extractor, please. And mostly they're just waiting for that final piece of steel. And we do have some steel in the system. It's really good news. I don't know if, like, some steel plants just came online again, or what. Or just, again, we've actually got more workers. There we go. Our number of hubs coming into play are going up pretty dramatically. This should help us a lot. Silicon's a little low. We could expand out to this one. We did queue up a silicon mine somewhere else, though. It'd be nice if there was, like, a count of buildings still in production, so I knew how many were currently being worked on. Oh, this worker hub already exists. Yeah, okay. What are we at? 22 of 28. It's a weirdly large zone. We do have another hub, though, that's going to be built over there. This is a little busy, but there we go. Another one got built over there, which should alleviate a little bit more of the pressure. So at this point, I guess for luck, I think it's starting to stream. Ooh, ESO. Oh, with drops enabled as well. If you're an Elder Scrolls Online player, make sure your account is linked with Twitch. So when you watch her stream, you can get drops. You can get loot boxes dropped in. Yeah, the water's getting critically low. Woof! Okay, so that coming online is going to help. There's a few other water things that we did queue up as well. But we might want to be... I don't know if there's any more water that's easily accessible where we are. Have we actually connected, or are in the process of connecting? There's another water extractor here. What's that? I think all the water we know about, we're basically plugged into, although not all of it's literally online yet. Check orbital view for more water. I think there was uranium in the south. I mean, we haven't scanned these areas. That's silicon. No, I think we still have to unlock that tech, which will happen with the fission. So it's a little weird because we have the uranium mine listed here, but I don't think we've actually unlocked uranium properly through the tech tree, so I don't think it's actually visible for us. Okay, we now have lots of steel sitting around. So yeah, I think maybe too much of it was being consumed by the roads, and too many of our worker bots were busy doing the upgrades. I'll have to be more careful with that in the future, because I think that was just hammering us way too hard. We are going to need some extra silicon mining, though. You can see spots with higher... Yeah, oh yeah, that's right, if you're on the far away thing, because it goes in that hatched view. Or it was. How did we get that? It wasn't from here, so that's too far out. It was like when we were here, there was some hatched view, because we saw, like, the purple area for this. Maybe there were in areas that weren't scanned at all. Oh, here we go. In F3. Sorry, scanner mode. Purple... Yeah, this might be high... this might be uranium. Yellow might be uranium. Because greenish is silicon, apparently. So it might be that. We might want to head towards this location when we can. Plus, there's a, crash site we could check out, which would be okay. Alright, everything's okay. I would like more water input. Silicon's a little on the low side as well. I mean, water and food are the only ones we need well, water is the only one we need continuously.
Researching
For
upgrades for the
population.
factories will
Well, I guess
increase
for
their
food,
yield
it's water and
lower
chemicals.
maintenance costs.
And then whatever is needed for maintenance.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Like, some of these things don't ever run low on stuff. We could put another autonomous lander down there, that's true. I mean, ultimately, I like connecting it all up so that, you know, the resources can get there, but maybe it does make more sense to do it this way. We've got some whiskey and chocolate coming in. So, hold on. If I want to do the autonomous landing, additional landing site, how many resources do we need? I mean, it's fairly expensive. Is it more expensive than effectively building a road out there? Presumably it's a little cheaper. On the other hand, if there turns out to be a bunch of resources around here, we're going to want to mine along the way anyway. Like, you know, it's not that much construction. Yeah, it's some. So, I don't know. Oh, do we have a guess? Do you think this might be water-rich area? Maybe. Be nice if we could do a random orbital scan. But yeah, I suppose we could drop things here. This might be a water-rich area. In which case, if we need water here and we need to get to everything else, like, it has to be interconnected. So we have to just sort of do a crawl out to there. Because all those things sort of have to be integrated into everything else we do. Oh yeah, and is this area unlocked? This area is not unlocked. And this area isn't unlocked either, actually. And we don't actually have a mission for unlocking stuff, so I don't know what triggers that. Last time it felt like it was related to the story. Melt the CO2 deposits in the poles. That's not uranium. What we might do is just, like, build towards this area, set up some scans, and then we'll know. Northwest of the new landing. Oh, there might be water over there, and that would be within our buildable range. It's quite far, although there's a couple of research slots we want to take along the way, too. Our water supply went up a little bit. Food is still, like, kind of on the low side, although we're not going to build more food factories. We're going to wait until the factory upgrades are done, and then we'll go around upgrading our food factories to do that. Oh, these things are red. These are probably, yeah, water extractor that is done, so we can trash you. And silicon extractor that is done, so we can trash you. And the one thing we might need to worry about is maintenance, because there's some areas that aren't actually covered by maintenance. Yeah. Stupid irregular terrain. There we go. Go there. Yeah, the gap doesn't matter there. That's fine. You're okay. There's a hole over here. I guess it's fine too. And I think I would like another illogical scanner over here. Because there's clearly nothing near here. Although there might not be tremendous amount of stuff of value over here either. Yeah, that's outside of the building range. This one... This area is in the building range, mostly. To unlock it, you have to send another landing. Send another landing. You don't mean an additional landing site? I mean, the thing is, I can't drop the landing site. Or do you choose the area now? I guess you do this and then it tells you to unlock it, and then you drop it. Oh! Okay, maybe, yeah. Let's just do one at a time. Okay. So you do the initial landing, and then it asks you what section you want to unlock. And then you can drop the little central thing anywhere, maybe? No, they were separate, because the other one, it was build a satellite. It was a mission that just shows up, like, build the satellite to do... Because we did the satellite before we did the additional landing. No, we did the satellite before the initial landing. And we can do the polar dust multiple times. Did we ever finish the polar dust? We might have canceled it. But it looks like we could probably melt the ice caps without the nukes, and which might be what we have to do, since apparently we're having problems getting uranium. Well, we don't know. We have to unlock fission, then, because it's possible we have uranium all over the place. It's just we can't see it because we haven't unlocked fission. But we have to do the factory upgrades first. Wow, the power situation is kind of poop, but hopefully it'll swing back. Yeah, I canceled it for the parts. So, I think we're going to go for the nuke because it's awesome. We might not need the others. We might still need to do that, but for now, let's just keep focusing on our own development here. If we can get more pops, we could get faster research, would be useful, because this research is getting really expensive. But I can't support more pops without more food, which will happen at least when we get the factory upgrades. I don't know. It's one of these, like, chicken and egg circular kind of things. Like, what order we want to build things in, I don't know. Everything is tough. Yeah, I know. It's strange that you need uranium for the polar nukes when the story implied you had ready to use nukes, right? I agree. I agree. In terms of the story, it doesn't make sense that I need uranium. In terms of game balance, it's basically do thing X to unlock a mission, and then here are the resources you need for the mission, which might be repeatable for all I know. Maintenance facility is going to come online shortly. That'll also unlock other worker slots, which is going to be useful. Okay, water's actually stable. Food, I mean, we still don't have a ton of food stored, but it is there. I'm actually... Oh yeah, I can't build there because it's out of our range. Maybe we do expand out here at this point, because it would give us a little bit more population cap at the same time. Not as much as a full colony. We could even build a level 3 colonies, which, holy shit, isn't even that expensive. No, let's just build a level 3 colony. And restart our colonist things. This is very affordable. Let's build a space mirror array, especially since it might not be repeatable. I think that's going to be okay. Yes, I can upgrade my own colonies, which is a good point, because I think we upgraded it to level 2. I don't even remember where it is or what the icon looks like. Landing site was over here. Yeah, let's upgrade you. But we'll still build the extra site. Because the research is starting to get really expensive. Like, the first few research was 150. Now we're 10 times that much more expensive, and it's just going to scale up like crazy. Oh, was it 0.15 for the mirror launch? Did it say something like that? I see resources. I don't know if I see anything else. We're 33 of 33. I mean, you know, the traffic is you know, heavy-ish in some areas, but I don't know actually how problematic it really is. That guy is going... Oh, well, right now this is one of our spaceports, so it makes sense that this one's being overwhelmed. That might not represent a real workload. You know what I mean? This water has been set up. That's good. 0.15 on the left. Gray thing sticking out of the left. Where when we zoom out? Oh, right here. Oh. Perhaps yes. Maybe there's 15 levels of space mirrors that we can deploy. Arr. We'll get the aluminum mine up because we're going to need it at some point. Although no maintenance is kind of annoying. Is it really just out of a radius? That is actually kind of a pain in the ass. When nukes happen. Well, they're not going to happen today. We've gone 20 minutes over. What we're going to do is we're going to call it here because, oh, my neck hurts. Oh. Blah, 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 blah. So we're going to put a cut in here. We're going to keep playing this, though. That's for sure. Next Monday is Motorsport Mondays. We're going to keep playing Motorsport Manager. Tuesday is going to be a special stream for something new that's coming out. There may not be a Wednesday stream because there's a Tuesday stream instead. I think the Wednesday stream might be moved to Tuesday. We'll see. It'll depend on energy levels and how I feel about my YouTube series, and I got to take a look at the Hearts of Iron Greece situation and see where that got left off, because I'm actually a little confused about things. About that. Yeah. And I mean, maybe Wednesday or next Saturday. We'll see. I think there's definitely going to be some more Aspera over here because, man, what a gorgeous game. How much is this thing? I don't even think it's like super crazy expensive. Does it have a price listed? Oh, it just says planned release. Yeah, so I don't know what it's planned to be retailed for. Yeah, there's no price yet, but yeah. So it comes out December 3rd, I think. So in 5 days, you guys will be able to get your greasy hands on this bad boy. I love this view. I mean, stupendous. I like this sort of topographical map look. It's very effective. It doesn't clutter up the screen. The thing that's like visually there are the buildings you're plopping down. So your buildings pop out a lot more. Oh, this aluminum mine is empty. So we're going to want to clear that up. It would almost be nice if there was a little alert. I mean, there are little alerts that pop up from time to time down here. It would be interesting if there was a few more things just to let you know that, hey, you've got some buildings that don't do anything anymore, so you might want to trash them and get the material back. We might want to expand out to another aluminum mine over here because we've had a few recently sort of run out. It would be nice as well. Cancel this. When you're placing it down, it's letting you know that it's outside of a maintenance zone and a power zone. I guess once it's built, those indicators should come up, but it would be nice to be able to find the reference again, you know, a little bit easier. So I can do that, for example, and we can plan for some more expansion after the fact in the maintenance facility. Same sort of thing, maybe over here, so we can keep reaching out, and then we'll probably pair this all up with another sensor. You will have power and maintenance, although you have to be on regular terrain, something like that. There you go. So we'll start scanning this area for potentially more resources. And I think there might be a little bit of this sort of spider webbing out to have new places to scan for resources. We might even decide to trash some of these old ones, since it does take apparently longer the further away. Maybe it's time. This one here has nothing near it, right? It might be time to trash this one, get these resources back, and then just, you know, use this to build a few more out there. For example, it probably would be an excellent idea for us to have a scanner out over here too. Start scanning this. We might actually scan this eventually. We will see. Bottom left of the build. You gotta use some complete sentences. I don't know what you mean. You mean, like, is it something to do with the new buildings I'm placing down? Maybe it was in response to something else. I don't know. All right, yes, we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to rate it Kiss for Luck. Give her lots of love, and I will see you guys in 2 days for Motorsport Manager. Bye-bye.